got a question for Christopher, please let me know. Start at just about any time. Chris, we're going to start on your right here with Larry.
Tell us what your first impressions were of Mike McDonald, and as you were coached by him throughout the year, what different observations or thoughts you have?
Yeah, when he came in, it was like January. First impressions was like it's different, but it's a great different. And throughout the year, like he's just a young guy. He's for us, but he pushes us really hard every day. He's never satisfied. Even if we have a good day, he's always pushing us. He's a perfectionist. Man, we as a defense and as a team, we just love Coach Mackey and his staff and what they brought to the team.
What was different? What's the biggest difference?
He just like his energy. I mean, he's a young guy. He's 30-something years old. He relates to us. So yeah.
Left corner there, Steve.
Chris, players have mentioned practices and how obviously how important they are to your team getting where they are. But what specifically happens in your practices that was transformational, that made this team the team it was? Maybe something that was done different than the previous years, or something that really stood out to you?
What's the difference between this year practice and like the previous year practices?
Yeah.
I mean, I say honestly, I mean, practices haven't really changed like that. I think the thing that's changed the most within this building is the bond that we've had amongst our players. The bond that you create outside the field, it goes a long way on the field. And last year with COVID, you can't eat in the commons like you can. You can't really hang out with each other. Like just the difference between us eating together after practice or during camp, being able to eat between practices and lifts. I think that has a huge impact on just the difference between this year and previous years. Like I said before, like quarterbacks are close to the D-line, corners are close with the O-line. Like it's a team. I think that's the biggest difference between this year and years past.
Standing in the back, Daniel.
Chris, with the matchup against Georgia, does Mike McDonald reference his time at Georgia at all?
I mean, yeah, he mentioned it, but I mean, he was there like a while ago. So, but he's mentioned it for sure, yes, sir.
Does the matchup mean anything more to you being from Georgia?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this game. Grew up with a lot of guys, know a lot of guys. Obviously, was recruited by them really hard. It's the hometown team, but like I'm excited to play Georgia for sure.
Isaiah.
Chris, how would you say the tenor of practice has been since you guys have returned?
Yeah, slowly working us back into it. Today we went. It was like our Tuesday practice, which is we're banging. But I think the coaches have a great plan for us to not kill us early, but get us right. So we're fresh for the game in a couple of weeks, and I just really like their plan. Trust their plan. I mean, we've been trusting the coaches all year.
Standing to the right, Alejandro.
Hey, Christopher, you just mentioned COVID. With the number of cancellations that are occurring now, even with the women's basketball team, is that something you guys have talked about leading into what's going to be your biggest games of the season?
Yeah, I mean, my parents always told me when I was young, when you want something that's different, you got to make sacrifices. And as a team, we're in a position that only 4 teams in the country are in, and we got to make sacrifices. That's do something different on the weekend, wear masks around the building. So we for sure have to be cautious about COVID, with it being on the rise. So we have everybody strong for December 31st, New Year's Eve.
Standing to the right here, Ryan.
Has winning the Big Ten title and being in the college football playoff created or presented any more NIL opportunities for you?
I guess honestly, my focus this year has been just to be the best me possible. I haven't really been focusing too much on NIL. Plus, as an interior D lineman, it's kind of tough, I mean, so I mean, a little bit here and there, but nothing crazy.
Back on the left side, Aaron.
Chris, how did you spend the week off? What'd you do?
Well, I had to finish up some stuff with school, and then I went home. My brother's home. I haven't really spent time with him since we were home for COVID. With us both playing college football. So I was able to go home, spend time with my brother. I got all my family still lives in Atlanta, so it was great. It was great.
Standing in the back right there.
So I know it was hot today. It was like 60 degrees, but going down to Miami, how you guys preparing for that heat?
Yeah. practicing inside, turn the heat up a little bit in the indoor, but also just getting down there kind of early so we can get acclimated to the weather. The best acclimation is being in it. So once we get down there, I know Coach Harbaugh and the staff is going to help us the most, just get acclimated to that heat and that humidity. Being from the South, kind of used to it, so I know it's a little bit different than up here for sure.